All right, we're very excited to be here to discuss Commander ERP with you guys. If you don't know, and this is the first time you're looking into it, you're doing a little search on Commander ERP. Commander ERP is a complete estimating software that does field management, job cost tracking by the minute down to the cent. As business owners of an asphalt company, you can know exactly with reassurance that your projects are on schedule, what the budget is, what their time frames are. So if you need any additional information on Commander ERP, we're happy to do a demo with you. If not, we encourage you to look through our YouTube channel, see all the things that Commander ERP can do for your business. Today we're going to be discussing the CRM. CRM is where we keep all the information about our clients contained in the system. So we can go back years later and use that as maybe something we need to follow up on, ensuring that any of our clients are not lost out in space. We can go ahead and find them and get them and use that for repeat business. So CRM. Okay, today let's hop right into the CRM. On our screen here, we went down, we've pulled up our menu, selected it. We're on the CRM. Okay, what we want to do first is just make sure that the client is not in there. So we're going to look for today wall 10. And it doesn't appear that they're in there, so we're going to go ahead and hit add wall 10 into this section. So we hit add new, and now that we're going to do that, we're going to start typing in his information. Get it in there. Okay, great. Tab over. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to select what type of person this is. This, in this case, is an HOA, so we're going to select HOA. But if we want to point out to you also that let's say that the HOA is not in there. If you remember from a previous video when we went through company setup, we discussed how to add that, but I want to refresh your memory on that. If what we need is not in there, we need to go back to the configuration, go down to the drop down menu and find client type, click on client type and add new. Then we can add it in right there. So that's how you do that, is to go that direction. But for today it's already in there, so let's get wall 10, 10 added in to our system. Okay, HOA. Okay. Next here is our contact details. You know, I encourage you, definitely do how you want to, but I encourage you to use this to the fullness of its potential. It's very important that we take a little extra time, and we're getting all the information in here. For the sake of time today, I am not going to add anything in here. It does not require me to, but in our live site when we're doing this, we make sure that the estimators are putting everything in here possible that they can get in the contact details. This is how we're going to follow up with them. We may not know these. The next estimator that comes along may not know the clients as well. So things change. We want to get some good information in there to help us out. Other details, their website, we can pop out there and look at them, kind of know as much as possible about our things. In notes, just an open section here. Maybe how they like to be billed, or you know, anything that's important to this particular client that's not covered there, we can hit in notes. Okay, we've got that all figured out or filled out. Let's go ahead and hit create. Okay, we have now successfully, as you can see up here in the top right, you always want to look for the green button. That tells us with any of our aspects, we have successfully created or done the task that we're trying to do in Commander. Great save button there, so you can do that. Okay, the next thing, we've got this client now added into the CMR. We need 2 more steps. When setting up a CMR client, there's 3 steps you got to go through, 1, 2, and 3. We've done step 1, we've added the client. Step number 2 is, as you can see, there's a purple button and a green button left to do here. Each one of these needs to be done in order for us to create a bid. The next one is property. We click on the purple button. This is the properties. Now, Wall 10, who is a property management group, has, I think, roughly around 400 different properties that they manage. What we want to do is add this project into theirs. So you can go back later on with those 400 properties that Wall 10 oversees, or excuse me, 200 properties that Wall sees, and add those in every time that you go do a project there. Eventually, you'll never have to add another one in there in case they keep adding properties to their portfolio, which they're a very aggressive company and they will do. But for the sake of repeat properties, we will never have to add the 1500 East property on there again because it's going to be contained in that. So we've got 1500 East added. Now, this is another section, property type. We talked about this earlier. HOA in the test site's not in there. We just need to add it in property type right there. Sake of time, we're not going to do that because I don't want to slow this down. So we're just going to call it this county road. Okay. Here we are. We've got that done. Okay. On-site manager is who is there, who's going to be managing. Who do we need to talk to? Get all of his information. So I think JR. Tab. Black is the on-site manager. We'd enter his information and his cell phone into there. Okay, so we've got all of his information added into JR's thing. Great customer. Okay, here we have our contact details for JR. Maybe he wants the bills sent to him. First of all, to approve them, we'd collect this information here, and then maybe over here we would maybe his billing information where we'd send it. Use it to its full potential. Okay, once again, we're going to hit create. Oh, we're missing something. This address already exists in another project. Let's add a little more to it. As you can see, it's going to be, Commander is very good in identifying and not letting you use something twice in something else. Kind of a safety mechanism we have built into it. Okay, there we are. Property name. We've used him earlier, so got that added in. Everything looks good. And it's successfully saved, as you can see. Okay, now we've completed 2 tasks. One more, we need to do the representative. We've got the property management done. We need to go back to Wall 10s. So use your crumbs to get back to where you need to do. You can do that in 2 things. You can do it here, which will directly take you to Wall 10, or you can go back to the CMR, type in wall 10 and get to your next one. But it's much easier to use this crumb. That's what it was put there for. So just basically take you back to that. Okay, here we are. We've got the purple one done, which is our property. Now we need to add a new worker or a new person. So wall 10, we've got the property who is over the property. They want this sent to Josh Young. This is who we're going to send the proposal to. Okay, we got that. We need to fill out all of Josh Young's information and then hit create. Okay, we've successfully completed all 3 tasks. Our wall 10 is officially set up into Commander ERP. So we can go ahead and start creating a bid off of wall 10. There he is, right in the CMR. This has been a CMR training for the Commander ERP. Once again, remember, Commander ERP, your source for ensuring that your projects are correctly estimated, and once they're won, you're going to keep them on budget to know what your bottom line is. If you need any more additional information, please feel free to reach out to Commander ERP, or if you have some additional information that you need about Commander ERP, go ahead and reach us. Once again, thank you for your time. Have a great day.